and we have marked out our banking hall to ensure social distancing. However, if you prefer not to call to the office, we can provide the same service to you via alternative means. You can make loan repayments and lodge shares over the telephone with a debit card. Staff in our new payment centre will take your payments. You can pay more than one account using this service. Staff will be issuing PIN numbers for members who wish to access their accounts online. You can make a loan application with our phone a loan service. Simply ring 02871 267474 and a teller will go through the application with you. We also have a suite of online services for your convenience. Your PIN number is required to access the member area of the website. In this area, you can make payments, transfer funds to an external bank account, make a loan application, and upload secure documents. You can sign your loan documents remotely and nominate a bank account to receive the funds. For the latest news, please visit our website www.derrycu.com or like one of our social media pages.
Coronavirus has affected everyone. Some have been affected more ways than others.
However, through adversity we see great strength, and this has been evident throughout our city.
We have witnessed people pulling together to help those who have been deeply affected.
At Derry Credit Union, we are proud to stand with you, our members.
No matter how you have been affected, we are here to support you.
Through tough times or good times, we are here for you.
We have never closed our doors and our opening hours remain the same.
We continue to offer the same service that we always have.
We find that consistency is the key to overcoming difficult situations.
And we have ensured that we have remained reliable, dependable and stable throughout.
We will always put the needs of our members first.
We have made changes to ensure that everyone who visits our building is safe, and for now,
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this, the 61st Annual General Meeting of Derry Credit Union Limited. Tonight's meeting is a hybrid meeting. I would like to welcome all our members who are joining us from home by watching this live stream, as well as those members attending the meeting here in our office, including a number of my fellow directors, members of the management team, our auditors, John and Mary Bradley, and our solicitor, Michael McGonigal. Without any more ado, I would like to start the meeting with agenda item A, the credit union invocation, and I would ask those present to please stand. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen. Thank you. Next item is item B, concerning that we ascertain that a quorum exists. The standard rules of credit unions NI state that a valid quorum is the lesser of 10% of the members or 15 members. With 21 members in our offices tonight, I confirm that a valid quorum exists. Next item is the adoption of standing orders. The standing orders and order of business are on pages 4 and 5 of the annual report. The order of business was also included in your AGM pack. I'd like to ask that these be adopted. Can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Joan. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Claire. And can those present here tonight vote now? Thank you. The standing orders are confirmed. Next, we move on to item D in the order of business, the reading and approval of the minutes of the 2020 Annual General Meeting. For the sake of expediency, I would suggest that these minutes, which are available in the members area of our website, be taken as read. As such, can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Karen. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Caroline. And can those present vote now? Thank you. The minutes of the 2020 Annual General Meeting are approved. Are there any matters arising? No? Then we will move to agenda item E. The report of the Board of Directors will be delivered by Patricia Doherty, our Secretary.
Good evening, members. On behalf of my fellow directors, welcome to the 61st, 51st Annual General Meeting of Derry Credit Union. 2021 has been a challenging year for us all. To our members who have fallen ill from COVID-19, we wish you a full and speedy recovery. To those who have lost loved ones to COVID-19, we offer our sincere condolences. We trust that it will be some consolation to you that throughout the year, Derry Credit Union remained open for business, providing you with essential financial services, no matter what challenges you faced. Derry Credit Union will once more be proposing that a dividend and rebate of interest be paid to members this year. In addition, we continued to provide a social dividend in the form of 3 insurance covers paid by Derry Credit Union, subject to terms and conditions. The board also distributed $21,600 to charities and voluntary organisations, both locally and overseas, on your behalf. During the year, we successfully advocated for an increase in the amount of money a credit union member can leave to their next of kin nominee without the need for probate. We are pleased to advise you that as of January 2021, the small estates legislation limit was raised from $10,000 to $20,000. Inevitably, COVID-19 impacted on us for the second year. At year end 30th of September, member shares, including Easy Shares, were 28,424,152. This continuous growth in shares has brought about a new set of challenges for the credit union movement. 14,913 loan applications were processed by our loan officers and loans review team, with 94% approved. However, lockdown impacted on the demand for loans, and our loan book was valued at 28,644,840, a decrease of 498,627. This would suggest members' preference to save during the pandemic, but we would remind members that the credit union's business model depends on members borrowing as well as saving. We rely on the loan interest paid by our borrowing members to pay for credit union services and running costs and to provide funds to pay the dividend and rebate of interest to members. To mitigate the rapid growth in shares, our board introduced a new maximum cap on members' shares of 3,000 per year, up to a maximum limit of 15,000, effective from the 1st of October 2021. This new cap will be revisited if our loan demand needs it. The cap on minors' shares remains at 1,000 per year, up to a maximum limit of 5,000. Thanks to the focused work of our Loans Department and Credit Control Department, we experienced a decrease in written off loans and an increase in bad debt recovered. Careful management of our expenses, underpinned by prudent investments, meant we again maintained a surplus despite the economic uncertainty created by the pandemic and Brexit. Lending is our core business. The popular diamond loan introduced by the board last year will be offered until the 31st of December 2021. Our 4 current loan products have flexible terms and repayments, and loan protection insurance is applied to eligible loans at no direct cost to the members. We also offer a top-up loan service where appropriate. Loans can be applied for in our office, online, or via our telephone loan service. Most loans are approved the same day, and you can arrange to have your loan paid directly to your bank by EFT. Later in the meeting, your Treasurer will outline the very positive contribution this credit union has made to the city during these trying times. Shopping for a loan. Shop local and borrow local from your credit union. We understand the power of community and the importance of spending locally. As a member and co-owner of this cooperative, it is your responsibility to ensure its sustainability. It is incumbent on us all to use the loan services provided by your credit union. One of the most exciting opportunities presented to us this year is the proposed merger of Derry Credit Union and Claudy Credit Union. This was detailed in your AGM pack, and you were asked to vote on the special resolution that will allow this to happen. Your President will speak more on this shortly. As of the 30th of September 2021, our membership was 32,253 and minors were 4,684. Everyone who lives or works in either the BT47 or BT48 postcode area is eligible to join Derry Credit Union, and since our formation we have had 50,823 members. The credit union is a phenomenal success in this part of Ireland, and Derry Credit Union have consistently grown its footprint. It is a tribute to the character of our people who see self-help and the development of financial resilience as a core stepping stone to independence. Our members understand the benefits that come with credit union membership, and we encourage you to spread the word to potential members. In the current year, life savings and loan protection insurance are offered at no direct cost to you. Death benefit insurance is an optional cover provided by the directors. In 2022, this cover will continue to be provided to eligible members at an operational cost. The Insurance Officer report will detail the eligibility criteria, and we would ask members to read the eligibility terms and conditions outlined in your AGM pack and the annual report, as there have been some changes. Derry Credit Union's Strategic Business Plan 2020 to 2022 framed the work of our committees, who reported to the board monthly. Our board and management team are currently working on the new strategic and business plan for 2022 to 2027, and we would like to thank the 400 members who responded to our strategic plan survey. Throughout the year, Derry Credit Union was wholly compliant with the regulations that govern us. We are insured against fraud. The FSCS guarantee each member's shares. We regularly produce an SCV file, an up-to-date file of every member's share balance. Our internal auditors and our external auditors provided an extra layer of scrutiny and checks. Finally, monitoring by our own Risk and Compliance Officer and training by our Education and Training Officer contributed to our excellent record of compliance. Derry Credit Union continues to contribute to the National Credit Union movement in 2021. Director Rosemary O'Doherty is our representative in chapter. Director Patricia Doherty is a member of the ALCU Supervisory Committee. General Manager Joan Gallagher is a trustee on the pension scheme for credit union employees in Northern Ireland. Education and Training Officer Mary Crumley is a Northern representative on the CU Learn CPD panel. Youth Development Officer Amy McCarran is a member of the ALCU National Youth Committee. We were delighted to welcome new directors to our board this year. Arthur Duffy, Bridget McCarran, Jennifer Turner and Catherine Meenan were co-opted to fill vacancies created by the retirement of Eugene Gallagher, Jerry McMonagle, Alfie Bradley and Jackie Carson. The voluntary role of director requires specialist knowledge and skills as set out by the regulatory and supervisory bodies. We are grateful to the members who take on the task on your behalf. Our longest serving member of staff, Siobhan Boyle, retired in April after 47 years of service to the credit union. We thank all those who have left us this year for their commitment and service. Sadly, we noted the passing of Pat Hume in September. Pat was one of the original advocates of Derry Credit Union. She was a champion of women's financial rights and worked tirelessly to promote the benefits of credit union membership to the people of Derry. We offer our heartfelt condolences to her children, grandchildren and wider family. We also offer our sincere condolences to the families of all our members who passed away this year. It would be remiss of the board not to thank General Manager Joan Gallagher, Assistant Manager Claire McLaughlin, the management team and staff for their continued hard work and diligence. Derry Credit Union is not a branch of a larger organisation. It is a standalone financial cooperative that is responsible for every aspect of its operations. The commitment, diligence, team spirit and enthusiasm of the staff and management will help ensure Derry Credit Union's future sustainability. Finally, we thank you, our members. While the board are tasked with strategic responsibility and staff are tasked with operational responsibility under the guidance of the board, you, the members, are responsible for using our services and promoting the credit union to non-members. By availing of our products and services and spreading the word to potential members about the benefits of credit union, you help ensure our strength and sustainability for the future. We wish each of you safety and good health in the year ahead. Thank you.
As no questions were received from the membership, can I have a proposer, please? Mary Crumley. Thank you, Mary. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Sean. Can those present here tonight vote now? Thank you. The Board of Directors report is approved. Thank you, Patricia. The next item on the agenda is the report of the Treasurer and consideration of accounts, which will be taken by the Credit Union's Treasurer, Colin McCauley.
Good evening, everyone. I am honoured to present to you the Treasurer's report for the 2021 financial year on the operations of Derry Credit Union. This has been a very difficult, challenging and unprecedented year due to the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. The impact of COVID has seen our local economy continue to struggle with uncertainties which lie ahead. This has resulted in a major impact on our loan book, which fell by £498,627 for the year. Savings have also grown by £4,718,785. This, coupled with low interest returns on our investments, has had a direct negative impact on our income. Despite these challenges, Derry Credit Union was able to record another successful year, attaining a significant surplus at year end of £1,280,812 from our core areas of operation. Our income was £3,967,329 and expenditure was £2,686,517. This financial outcome enables the directors of Derry Credit Union to recommend a dividend of 0.25% and an interest rate rebate of 25% in accordance with our strategic plan, as well as building our general reserve to ensure financial sustainability for the years ahead. As Treasurer, I want to acknowledge that this has been achieved as a result of a number of significant factors which include the continuity of service to our members, Derry Credit Union has kept its doors open for business throughout this very challenging year. We were one of a few credit unions in the north to do so. The commitment of the management team and staff continuing to work and keep the service going in the most challenging and difficult of circumstances. The revision of working practices to adapt services to ensure the continuity of services for our members. The proactive engagement of the Finance Committee in relation to robust monitoring of all income streams and controlling costs. The ongoing support and direction of the Derry Credit Union Board of Directors and Executive Committee. This, I believe, is a great financial outcome and has been achieved through continued scrutiny and strategic decisions taken by the board and robustly implemented and delivered by our management team and our staff. On the income side, our main source of income is interest on members' loans. This fundamental source of income fell by £350,135 from £3,385,762 in 1920 to £3,035,627 in 2021. This fall has been cushioned by the performance of our diamond loan, which has experienced a rise of £2,416,089 for the year. Investment income fell by £89,828 from £756,147 in 1920 to £666,319 in 2021. This fall has been cushioned by important investment decisions taken by the Finance Committee, endorsed by the board, in a market where interest rates were very low. It must be stated that returns on investments are much lower than returns which we can achieve on interest on loan funds to members. We would appeal to members to use Derry Credit Union for all their borrowing needs. I would like to pay tribute to our Credit Control Department, who worked tirelessly during the year on recovery of written-off debt. £228,122 was recovered in 2021. Expenditure. Robust control of expenditure in 2021 resulted in a reduction of 7.93%, amounting to £323,267 against our budget for expenditure in the financial year 2021. This was brought about by careful control of salary expenditure, which is our highest area of spend for Derry Credit Union, due to the continued reorganisation of staff roles, automation of processes and non-filling of staff vacancies. Other areas which contributed were reductions in death benefit insurance costs as a result of amendments to the scheme, and a reduction of 70.26%, amounting to £206,567 in loan write-offs due to the great work of our credit control team. On the balance sheet side, the loan book has fallen £498,627 this year in comparison to 19 and 20. This can be exclusively related to the impact of COVID-19. Shares grew by £4,718,785 as a result of the great uncertainty again around the impact of COVID. This significant influx of shares has increased associated costs in terms of insurance and provisioning, which we have absorbed. The Finance Committee reviews the level of share increases regularly. On the capital side, capital has remained steady at £13,955,363 as at the 30th of September 2021. Total assets of Derry Credit Union now stand at £109,012,740, which is a formidable figure, which when Derry Credit Union recorded assets of £8.60 as at October 1960. In conclusion, we had a very challenging year, but we continued with strong resilience to deliver services and benefits to our members and achieve what can only be described as a fantastic financial outcome.
As no questions were received from the membership, can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Geraldine. And can I have a seconder, please? Thank you, Conor. Can those present vote now? Thank you very much. The report of the Treasurer is approved. Thank you, Colin. I would now like to introduce John Bradley of Moore NI LLP, our external auditors.
Thank you very much for inviting Mary Bradley and myself to your annual general meeting for year ended the 30th of September 21. Mary is the lead auditor this year in relation to the audit. The financial performance for the year ended the 30th of September 21 and your balance sheet as that date has been outlined by your Treasurer Colin McCauley and reflects an excellent financial performance for the year with a surplus of 1.4 million before taxation. Interest on members' loans was 3.035 million, with interest generated from investments of 666,000. This is an excellent outcome considering the very low interest rate environment that continues to exist at this time and all the challenges that have arisen for the general membership as a result of Brexit, COVID-19 and the social security cuts imposed by government. Costs have been kept very well under control in this past year, but it's anticipated that there will be upward pressure on costs in the current year due to the onset of inflation. Your balance sheet continues to reflect the very strong, stable financial position of the credit union, with over 102 million in share capital and reserves. These figures are staggering, and I think it's important for me to remind the members of just what a success story Derry Credit Union is. This is due in no small measure to your board of directors, who give of their time on a voluntary basis and who have dealt with various exceptional challenges that we're faced with in these exceptional times. On your behalf, I'd like to thank them for their professionalism and dedication to the credit union. To your manager, Joan Gallagher, the senior management team and all the staff, I offer my sincere congratulations to them in maintaining the normal operation of the credit union on a daily basis during the full 18 months of the pandemic. On your behalf, I wish to acknowledge their great work and thank them for their excellent service to the membership. You'll have read in the notice of this year's AGM that your board of directors, manager and senior staff have been engaged in due diligence work in relation to the proposed merger of Cloddy Credit Union with Derry Credit Union, after an approach had been received from the directors of Cloddy Credit Union. I'd like to acknowledge on your behalf the very hard work and the very professional detailed analysis that has been undertaken by them in what I would regard as a very positive development for both credit unions. I'd like to thank the officers and staff of the Irish League of Credit Unions for their technical assistance in relation to the proposed merger and for the financial support from the League, which has assisted to make the project financially viable for both credit unions. The membership of Cloddy Credit Union will be very fortunate to enjoy the additional benefits of joining with one of the best credit unions in the country. I look forward to seeing the positive outworkings of the development in Cloddy, and I'm confident the people of the Cloddy area will support this very positive development. I trust that the members of both Derry Credit Union and Cloddy Credit Union will vote in favour of the proposed merger. It was with sadness that I read on the Derry Credit Union webpage the tribute posted there on the recent passing of our dear friend Pat Hume. Pat was a key figure in the founding and growth of Derry Credit Union, like so many women in those early days. I'd like to offer our sympathy to Pat's family on her passing so quickly after the passing of John just 12 months previously. I'd also like to offer my sincere sympathy to all the relatives of members who have died during the past year. Finally, I congratulate you, the membership, who have made these excellent results possible. Through your loyalty and support, Derry Credit Union has continued to be a prime example of best practice and success of the credit union movement in Ireland, and I would ask you to continue with this loyalty and commitment. I would encourage you to use your credit union for all your borrowing requirements and to ensure that you can build on the present success. Congratulations and well done. I will now read the audit report in relation to the accounts for year ended the 30th September 21. In our opinion, the financial statements give a true and fair view of the credit union's affairs as at the 30th of September 21 and of its income and expenditure for the year then ended, have been properly prepared in accordance with UK generally accepted practice and have been prepared in accordance with the requirements of the Credit Union's Northern Ireland Order 1985, Moore NI, 1st November 21. Thank you very much, and I wish you continued success.
As no questions were received, can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Richard. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Sharon. And can those present vote now? Thank you very much. The auditor's report is approved. Thank you, John. Next, we have the declaration of dividend, rebate of interest and return on minors' deposits. This morning, the postal ballots were opened by members of our senior management team under the supervision of our external auditor, Moore NI LLP, and our risk and compliance officer. Additionally, members present at this AGM cast their ballots prior to the start of the meeting, again under the supervision of the external auditor and risk and compliance officer. Ballots were verified and counted. Total postal ballots received were 331. Valid postal ballots 324, and therefore invalid 7. Total office ballots received were 14. Valid office ballots 14, was none invalid. I would now like to invite Colm up to the podium to declare the dividend, rebate of interest and return on minors' deposits and present the results of the vote. Thank you, Colm.
Thank you, Sean. I would now like to declare the dividend, interest, rebate and return on minors' deposits for the financial year 2020-2021. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I declare the following: that the dividend for the year ending the 30th of September 2021 be 0.25%. Can I have a proposer, please? And can I have a seconder, please? The postal vote is 310 for, 9 against, 5 abstentions. The office vote is 14 for, 0 against and 0 abstentions. The dividend of 0.25% is therefore approved. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I declare the following: that the interest rebate for the year ending the 30th of September 2021 be 25%. Can I have a proposer, please? And can I have a seconder, please? The postal vote is 312 for, 5 against and 7 abstentions. The office vote is 14 for, 0 against and 0 abstentions. The rate of interest of 25% is therefore approved. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I declare the following: that the return on minors' deposits for the year ended 30th of September 2021 be 0.25%. Can I have a proposer, please?
Mary Crumley.
And can I have a seconder, please? The postal vote is 310 for, 6 against and 8 abstentions. The office vote is 14 for, 0 against and 0 abstentions. The return on minors' deposits of 0.25% is therefore approved. Before handing you back to Sean, may I remind members that dividend day is Wednesday the 3rd of November. Withdrawals of dividends and rebates will be the only business conducted that day. Due to the pandemic, we urge members with access to our online services to use these rather than visit the office. However, if you plan to visit the office, be advised that numbers in the building may be limited and you may have to queue outdoors. You are reminded that you may withdraw your dividend and rebate on any other business day after the 3rd of November. Thank you.
Thank you, Colm. Next, we have the Credit Committee report delivered by Patricia Doherty.
Good evening. We are pleased to report that in 2021 we met the borrowing needs of as many members as possible and approved over 94% of the loan applications received during the financial year. The Credit Committee endeavour to approve a loan where possible, always ensuring that it is in the best interest of both the member and Derry Credit Union. The challenges presented by COVID affected many of our members and led to fewer borrowers, which impacted our loan book. To counteract these challenges, the committee worked extremely hard reviewing loan applications. We are pleased to report that we are seeing some confidence in the economy return and an increase in borrowing. This increase in borrowing is vital to the success and sustainability of Derry Credit Union. 14,913 loan applications were received, and the loan book at the end of September 2021 was 28,644,840. A total of 12,697 loans totalling 16,196,694 were issued, an increase of 860,771 on last year. The Diamond Loan, which was introduced at the start of 2020 to celebrate our 60th anniversary, was very popular with members. We issued 475 Diamond Loans totalling 4,179,352. The Credit Committee would like to thank the members who borrowed this year, and we would ask you to encourage your family, friends and neighbours who need a loan to consider a loan from Derry Credit Union in the first instance. The benefits of the Shop Local campaign also apply to your credit union when you're shopping for a loan. Borrowing from your credit union benefits you and all our members and local stakeholders. You are always welcome to call with us to request a no-obligation quotation. We look forward to continuing to meet your borrowing needs in 2022. Thank you.
As we have no questions received from the membership, can I ask for a proposer, please? Thank you, Conor. And can I have a seconder, please? Thank you, Geraldine. Can those present vote now? Thank you very much. The Credit Committee report is approved. Thanks, Patricia. Now, the next item in the order of business is the report of the Credit Control Committee, which will be delivered by Arthur Duffy.
Good evening, members. The role of the Credit Control Committee is to ensure that loan repayments are made in accordance with their credit agreements, to assist credit control staff to support members experiencing difficulty repaying their loans, and to pursue the recovery of outstanding loans owed to the credit union. The fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic continues to impact members of the credit union and will likely continue to affect household finances for years to come. We would advise any member in financial difficulty to contact the Credit Control Department as soon as possible. Loan arrears and missed payments can affect your credit record and may impact on your ability to obtain credit in the future from the credit union and other financial institutions. Members will be dealt with in a sympathetic, confidential and professional manner. Our credit control staff will discuss all options to ensure, if feasible, you maintain your credit union membership, enabling you to repay your loan and continue to enjoy the benefits of credit union membership. During this year, our credit control staff met with 180 members and provided support to 437 members via telephone or email support. However, some members no longer have the capacity to meet their agreed repayments. Loans that are no longer viable are charged off. A total of 47 accounts were written off in 2021, totalling £87,454, which is £68,318 lower than last year. Every effort is made to collect written off loans, and we are pleased to have recovered £228,121 for the year ended 30th September 2021, an increase of £48,339 on last year. We acknowledge the cooperation and commitment of former members in repaying amounts outstanding to Derry Credit Union Limited. Unfortunately, there are still a number of members who refuse to pay their loans or make contact with us to discuss their circumstances. In these cases, the outstanding debts are pursued rigorously, including the option of legal redress. Any legal costs incurred are passed on to the defaulting member. In 2021, 37 members were taken to court. 3 order charging lands were registered and 3 attachment of earnings were made. In 2021, we saw a number of members choosing debt relief orders, individual voluntary arrangements and bankruptcies to have their loans written off. A member who opts for one of these arrangements will cease to be a member of the credit union and will subsequently lose all accrued membership benefits, in particularly life savings and death benefit insurance. So it's important for the membership to know that such members will not be readmitted to the credit union while they have a defaulted loan. Members should also be aware that entering such measures will impact their credit worthiness for the rest of their lives. If you are having difficulty in repaying your account, an early intervention with the staff of the Credit Control Department can, in the majority of cases, resolve the problems and pressures you may be under. I would like to thank our members for their continued loyalty to Derry Credit Union Limited, and I thank my fellow committee members and in particular Suzanne Cooley, who heads up the department, and her staff for their hard work throughout a very difficult year and for continuing to provide a comprehensive and supportive service during the ongoing pandemic. Their determination to help and resolve issues for members facing difficulty in managing their account is commendable. Thank you.
We have no members' questions, therefore can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Sharon, and can I have a seconder? Thanks, Richard. Can those present tonight vote now, please? Thank you very much. The Credit Control Committee report is approved. Thank you, Artie. Next item, K on the agenda, our Membership Officer Leo Simpson will deliver the Membership Officer's report.
Good evening, members. At Derry Credit Union, we believe everyone who can be a member of the credit union should be a member. Every individual who lives and works in BT 47 or BT 48 postal code area is a potential member and eligible to apply for membership. Full details about the application process are available on our website, in our office, and on ringing us on 02871 266 738. Currently, the joining process is completed by attending an individual appointment in our office. All COVID regulations are adhered to during the appointment. Anti-money laundering legislation requires that all members are identified. Up-to-date ID is required of all members, both current and new. If we are missing ID for you or your ID is now out of date, we will ask you for updated ID. We trust you will be understanding. I am pleased to report that in 2021, 828 new members joined and 325 new minor deposit accounts were opened. Our total membership as of the 30th September 2021 was 32,253 adult members and 4,684 minor depositors. Thank you.
As we have no questions, can I ask for a proposer, please? Thank you, Joan. And a seconder, please? Thank you, Claire. Can those present vote now? Thank you very much. The Membership Officer's report is approved. Thank you very much, Leo. Can I ask Carmel Bradley now to deliver the report of the Business Development Committee?
Good evening. The Business Development Committee's main role is to support and develop Derry Credit Union's plans for growth and expansion. We met monthly to develop projects that will ensure the relevance and sustainability of Derry Credit Union, foster relationships with stakeholders, and position Derry Credit Union as a lender of choice. A main focus during the year was making improvements to our key services. We developed new and efficient ways of working and strengthened our online presence via social media and other platforms. We also promoted our full suite of online services and streamlined our new member appointments. To counteract the challenges presented to members by COVID-19, we put measures in place to minimise the risk of infection for staff and members who chose to visit our office. As a key financial services provider, our priority was to provide continuity of service for our members, and we have remained open throughout the last 18 months. Derry Credit Union is currently devising our new strategic plan for the next 5 years. To prepare for this, we conducted a survey asking members to input their thoughts about how we can better provide for their financial needs. The response was overwhelming, and members' feedback will help to shape this plan. In reviewing our work over the past 12 months, the committee agreed that one of the highlights was the reaction we received when the team participated in the Jerusalem Challenge, an Ireland-wide initiative promoted by the Irish League of Credit Unions. At the end, we had so much spare footage that we produced our own in-house video. The response we received from the public exceeded all of our expectations. We received comments from America and beyond, demonstrating the importance of the Derry Credit Union in the lives of so many people. Many of the commentators who could not travel to Derry due to the COVID restrictions appreciated the live tour of our wonderful city. Thank you.
As no questions were received, can I ask for a proposer, please? Thank you, Karen. And a seconder, please. Thank you, Caroline. Can those present vote now? Thank you. The Business Development Committee's report is approved. Thanks, Carmel. I would now like to introduce Rosemary O'Doherty, who will deliver the report of the Education Committee.
Good evening, everyone. The Education Committee are tasked with educating both members and potential members, as well as ensuring credit union staff and volunteers are trained. As a committee, we met monthly to ensure that we achieved the actions assigned to us in Derry Credit Union's current strategic business plan. Before the COVID pandemic, the committee's work included outreach talks to community groups and schools, and our Schools Credit Union programme. COVID restrictions made these impossible in 2021. Instead, we adapted by conducting Zoom outreach talks, filming educational and informational videos, and posting informational articles on our website and social media pages. To address the training needs of staff, we developed a training needs analysis and competency frameworks for management and staff. These became the basis for devising a training plan to meet the needs of individual officers. 25 officers were registered for Credit Union CPD, and CPD members were required to complete a minimum of 15 hours CPD, of which 10 hours were in the mandatory topics of ethics, anti-money laundering, lending, UK GDPR and cybersecurity. We are pleased to report that all 25 officers completed these mandatory topics and exceeded the required 15 hours by completing additional units in a range of relevant topics. 9 officers were registered for the CMAP, a qualification required if the credit union is to be approved to provide a mortgage service. 1 staff member completed his first year of the HLA higher level apprenticeship in accountancy. Officers also attended a range of online webinars and conferences. Non-CPD registered staff were required to complete a minimum of 15 hours in-house training. We are pleased to report that all did, with most significantly exceeding this number. The focus of the Education Committee is to ensure we have a well-trained and knowledgeable team at Derry Credit Union, capable of delivering a professional and courteous service to our members in the years ahead. It is our hope that we will be able to conduct our outreach talks in person and interact with both members and potential members soon. Thank you.
As we have no questions, can I ask for a proposer, please? Thank you, Mary. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Sean. Can those present vote now? Thank you very much. The Education Committee's report is approved. Thank you, Rosemary. Leo Simpson will now deliver the Insurance Officer's report.
Insurance cover is one of the key benefits of credit union membership. In 2021, Derry Credit Union provided 3 types of cover, subject to terms and conditions: life savings insurance, loan protection insurance, and death benefit insurance. Members are asked to note that important changes have been made to eligibility criteria for death benefit insurance in the insurance year, commencing the 1st of January 2022. These changes were detailed in your AGM notification pack. We would remind members to complete their next of kin nomination. The facility allowed members to name the person or persons to whom they would like up to £20,000 increase from £10,000 in January 2021 of their shares and insurance to be transferred in the event of their death. You must update your nomination if you marry, divorce, or the person nominated dies before you. In the year ending 30th September 2021, the following insurance claims were made. Life-saving insurance claims on 241 deceased accounts from a total of 303 claims. Life loan protection insurance claims to clear the outstanding loan balance on 104 deceased accounts, 54 of which were written off to the value of £101,513.89. Death benefit insurance paid on 241 claims. The amount of insurance claimed from ICU, £986,564.39. Thank you.
As we have no questions, can I ask for a proposer? Thank you, Geraldine. And the seconder, please. Thank you, Connor. And can those present here tonight vote now? Thank you very much. The Insurance Officer's report is approved. Thank you, Leo. I would now like to suggest that we take the reports of the Donations and Sponsorship Committee and the Youth Committee, which can be found on pages 31 and 32 of our annual report, be taken as read. As such, can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Richard. And can I have a seconder, please? Thank you, Sharon. Can those present please vote now? Thank you. The Donations and Sponsorship Committee report and the Youth Committee report are now approved. The next item on the agenda is item O, the report of the Nomination Committee, which will be delivered by Colin McCauley.
Good evening, everyone. The Nomination Committee is one of the key credit union committees as it is responsible for identifying suitable candidates for nomination to voluntary positions in Derry Credit Union in accordance with relevant guidelines and regulations. The committee is also responsible for the ongoing monitoring of all officers' skills and performance, as well as fitness and propriety, to ensure that the board and SMF designated officers and staff are competent to fulfil their roles. We achieve this through the work we complete each year. This year, the Nomination Committee issued fitness and propriety certificates as required by our regulators, ensuring that volunteers and officers possess the skills and competencies expected to fulfil their roles. Developed and circulated a self-assessment to directors focusing on the core competencies, skills, knowledge and attributes required of an effective director. Monitored the training required and completed by directors, including 10 hours of mandatory training and the completion of 15 hours continuous professional development. Oversaw the successful co-option of 4 new directors to fill vacancies that arose during the year. Developed the Derry Credit Union volunteer policy, ensuring that it was fit for purpose and compliant with HR guidelines and regulatory requirements. Worked to achieve the actions assigned to the committee in the credit union's current strategic business plan and reported to the board on progress made. Members with an interest in the governance of Derry Credit Union and its future sustainability and who have the time to commit as a volunteer should contact a member of this committee or the Secretary of Derry Credit Union. Volunteering opportunities are limited, but we always welcome expressions of interest from committed members who possess the skills, knowledge, experience and/or appropriate qualifications that will enhance our credit union. Training and development opportunities will be provided. In accordance with Rule 50 of the Standard Rules for Credit Unions, the following members have been nominated for re-election to the Board of Directors: Delma Boggs, Colin Macaulay, Rosemary O'Doherty and Leo Simpson. Biographies of each were uploaded for members area of our website and are available in our 2021 annual report. Thank you.
As we have no questions, may I have a proposer, please? Mary, thank you very much. And can I have a seconder? Thanks, Sean. And can those present vote now? Thank you. The Nomination Committee's report is approved. We're moving on to election procedures, and I would ask Colin to step forward to the podium.
Members will know that as a result of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Derry Credit Union held a postal vote this year. Sean Hegarty earlier explained that the ballots received by email, post and in our office and ballots cast by the members present here tonight were opened and counted today under the supervision of Mary Bradley of Moore NI LLP, our external auditors, and Sean Quigley, our Risk and Compliance Officer. The results of the election will be presented after the next item in the order of business, the International Development Fund proposal. And I invite Conor Boggs to the podium.
Good evening. The ILCU International Development Foundation, known as the Foundation, is committed to providing training, technical assistance and support to develop and strengthen credit union movements in Ethiopia, Sierra Leone and the Gambia as a means to reducing poverty. Working closely with dedicated local partners and credit union movements, the Foundation assists in building an equitable financial environment, allowing credit unions to provide much needed access to affordable and ethical saving and loan products. In the spirit of cooperation, the Foundation helps others to help themselves through promoting the credit union model, which has empowered individuals, families and entire communities throughout the island of Ireland. Members can learn more about the Foundation's work on its website at www.ilcufoundation.ie and via its social media channels. Our donation enables the Foundation to provide financial and technical assistance to develop and strengthen credit union movements. Derry Credit Union's General Manager, Joan Gallagher, was chosen to take part in a group offering technical support to credit unions in Ghana in 2009. Every pound invested in one of the African partner credit union movements helps to fight against extreme poverty and empower individuals to achieve financial independence. These benefits compound over time, and with secure, well-managed credit unions, thousands of people and businesses can plan for the future and build sustainable communities that support families and livelihoods. In 2020, every £1 the foundation received in donations from credit unions attracted an additional 80p through institutional funders. This is testament to the foundation's work and also the credit union model as a means of socio-economic and human development. Given the good work of the foundation and the tremendous positive impact it makes in underdeveloped communities, and our credit union's social commitment, justice and equality for all, I propose that the Derry Credit Union make a donation on behalf of its members to the ILCU International Development Foundation of £17,500. Thank you.
Thank you, Conor. Can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Karen. And a seconder, please? Thank you, Caroline. Can those present vote now? Thank you. This proposal is approved. The next item under any other business is the special resolution and the ILCU resolutions for approval that members are asked to vote on in their postal ballots. Information about the special resolution and the ILCU resolution was contained in your AGM notification pack and in the members area of our website. I would now like to present to you a summary of the special resolution before I read the results of the vote. Earlier this year, Derry Credit Union was approached by the directors of Claudy Credit Union requesting a transfer of engagements to merge the two credit unions. Having conducted extensive due diligence, I am pleased to announce that the board of Derry Credit Union have unanimously endorsed the merger proposal. We are excited by the opportunities that this merger will bring to our combined membership. Importantly, a merger with Derry Credit Union will ensure that local credit union services can continue within the Claudy Credit Union common bond and help to secure Derry Credit Union's position as the leading credit union in this part of Ireland. At a time when the mainstream banks are withdrawing access to financial services in rural communities, our board are keen to ensure the equality of treatment of members of the credit union movement, whether they live in a city or rural area. Credit unions are operating in an ever more stringent legislative and regulatory environment, which significantly increases the workload and costs to the credit union, particularly smaller credit unions. As a credit union with the capacity to safely oversee such a transfer, we considered it our duty to explore the potential of such a merger, and we are satisfied that the merger would be beneficial to the membership of both credit unions. Coming together will allow us to develop the systems and resources needed for now and into the future, and still allow us to focus on what really matters, our members. In coming together, we will pool our resources, allowing us to broaden and enhance the range of services that we can offer to all our members, including up-to-date online facilities, a wider loan product offering, and account access at both the Derry and Claudy offices. If the special resolution is carried, the entire BT47 and BT48 population will enjoy access to financial services both in person and online through their local member-owned financial cooperative, their credit union. We firmly believe that we are stronger together. More detailed information regarding the proposed merger was included in your AGM notification pack and the merger proposal document that was uploaded to the members area of our website. On your proposed ballot, you were asked to vote on the special resolution which provided for the merger. As the accepting credit union, a simple majority of 50% plus one of the voting members of Derry Credit Union casting their vote in favour of the special resolution is required for it to carry. If the special resolution is carried, the next stage of the process lies with the Claudy Credit Union membership. The Claudy Credit Union AGM will be held tomorrow night, 2nd of November. As the transferring credit union, a two-third majority of the voting membership need to vote in favour of the special resolution for the merger to progress. If this majority is achieved, the members of Claudy Credit Union will hold a special general meeting on Tuesday the 16th of November to ratify the vote taken at their AGM to approve the transfer of Claudy Credit Union to Derry Credit Union. This vote will also need to be carried by a two-third majority of the members present and voting. It is the members of both credit unions who will make the ultimate decision regarding this merger. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Derry Credit Union, I trust that you considered the information supplied in our AGM pack and on our website, and that you voted accordingly. We will announce the result of the vote shortly. Thank you. Can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Joan. And a seconder, please. Thank you, Claire. Before I present the results, I would again remind you that of the members who voted on the special resolution, a simple majority in favour of 50% plus one is required for the resolution to pass. The vote on the special resolution was valid postal votes, 324, invalid, 7. Valid office vote, 14, invalid, 0. Therefore, a simple majority of 170 is needed for the special resolution to carry. And the results of the postal ballot are 299 for, 14 against, and 11 withheld. The results of the office ballot are 14 for, 0 against, and 0 withheld. The special resolution is carried. Next, under any other business, are the 10 ILCU resolutions. I suggest that each of the resolutions be taken as read, and will ask for a proposer and seconder for each. I will then read the results of the vote on each resolution. So bear with me, please. ILCU Resolution 1 to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer? Thank you, Geraldine. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Connor. The postal vote for, 295, against, 10, withheld, 19. Office votes for, 14, 0, withheld. Resolution 1 is thereby carried. ILCU Resolution 2, again to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer? Thank you, Richard. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Sharon. Postal vote 307 for, 5 against, 12 withheld. Office votes 14 for, 0 against, 0 withheld. Resolution 2 is carried. ILCU Resolution 3 to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Claire. And can I have a seconder? Thanks, Joan. Postal vote for, 304. Against, 6. Withheld, 14. Office votes 14 for, 0 against, and 0 withheld. Resolution 3 is carried. ILCU Resolution 4 to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer? Thank you, Carol Ann. And a seconder, please. Thank you, Karen. Postal vote for, 304. Against, 4. Withheld, 16. Office votes for, 14. 0 against, 0 withheld. Resolution 4 is carried. ILCU Resolution 5 to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Sean. And a seconder. Mary Conley. Thank you, Mary. Postal votes for, 305. Against, 0. Withheld, 19. Office votes for, 14. Against, 0. Withheld, 0. Resolution 5 is carried. ILCU Resolution 6 to be taken as read. And can I have a proposer? Thank you, Connor. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Geraldine. Postal vote for, 305. Against, 2. Withheld, 17. Office votes for, 14. Against, 0. Withheld, 0. Resolution 6 is carried. ILCU Resolution 7 to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Sharon. And a seconder? Richard, thank you. Postal vote for, 301. Against, 3. Withheld, 20. Office votes for, 14. Against, 0. Withheld, 0. Resolution 7 is carried. ILCU Resolution 8 to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer, please? Joan, thank you. Can I have a seconder, please? Thank you, Claire. Postal vote for, 303. Against, 6. Withheld, 15. Office votes for, 14. Against, 0. Withheld, 0. Resolution 8 is carried. ILCU Resolution 9 to be taken as read, and may I have a proposer? Thank you, Karen, and a seconder. Thank you, Carol Ann. Postal votes for, 301. Against, 0. Withheld, 23. Office votes for, 14. Against, 0. Withheld, 0. Resolution 9 is carried. And you'll be glad to hear the last of the ILCU resolutions, number 10, to be taken as read. Can I have a proposer? Thank you, Mary, and a seconder, please. Thank you, Sean. Postal vote for, 306. Against, 3. Withheld, 15. Office votes for, 14. Against, 0. Withheld, 0. Resolution 10 is carried. Thank you for your forbearance. Now I would like to invite Colm to come back to the podium to announce the election results.
Thank you, Sean. It is my pleasure now to give you the results of the election. 331 postal ballots were received, 324 postal ballots were declared valid, and 7 were declared invalid. 14 office ballots were received, 14 office ballots were declared valid, and 0 were declared invalid. The results of the vote for Auditor and Directors are as follows. For Auditor, Moore NI LLP 313 postal votes and 12 office votes. Therefore, Moore NI LLP is appointed Auditor for the 21-22 financial year. For Director, Delma Boggs 305 postal votes, 14 office votes. Colin Macaulay 309 postal votes and 14 office votes. Rosemary O'Doherty 312 postal votes and 14 office votes. Leo Simpson 304 postal votes and 14 office votes. The following members are therefore elected as directors: Delma Boggs, Colin Macaulay, Rosemary O'Doherty and Leo Simpson. Thank you.
Thank you, Colm. As there is no more business, I would like to thank the members who voted and those of you watching this meeting tonight. I would also like to thank the members present in the building tonight. I now declare the meeting closed.